And welcome back, everybody. Charlie Chitwood in the field house. Up in the rafters, down on the floor is head coach Jason Burton, whose squad just picked up another W. Coach, while she can hear us, should we say happy birthday to Kate Jabreva, former player and now one of your assistants?
Definitely. Happy birthday, Coach Kate.
So she's down there.
She's somewhere.
She's moving furniture around.
My brother texted me this morning. He was just talking about how many birthdays we've had this month. It seems like every other day is a birthday for somebody. So today is Coach Kate, and happy birthday, Coach Kate.
Hey, it's those candles in January that'll keep you warm, right? Don't blow them out too soon. Coach, what'd you think about this one? It looked like Fort Smith came and was ready to get after it. That is probably the most athletic matchup I've seen this year against your squad.
I think the same thing was true for last year. They came and brought energy, and I thought that was we just didn't have that today. We came out flat, and we never really just got it going. And luckily, the equalizer for us today was a three ball. I think we shot 50% from three today.
Yes, sir.
Naya had a big game from three. But when you have more turnovers than your opponent and you get out-rebounded, there has to be something that it changes the game for you. And we shot very well from the free throw line, and we shot the three very well. And so today, those were the two things that kind of separate us today. We've got to be better defensively.
The way that Fort Smith came out of the gates fast and with smothering defense, a lot of those turnovers were takeaways. You called a timeout, about midway, or actually it was about a minute after the media break, and needed to talk about something else. What adjustments did y'all make to play a little better keep away with the ball?
I didn't think we made enough adjustments, obviously. I mean, the things that we were talking about most consistently today was we didn't rebound the ball well. And that was one thing that you looked at halftime, and they had 17 points off our turnovers and 4 points off of offensive rebounds. But they had 8 offensive rebounds, and they did the same thing in the second half. Finished the game with 16 offensive rebounds. That is something we have to clean up. We've got to be a better rebounding team. We talked about this all throughout the year. We've got to rebound the ball better. Today we were sloppy, though, and I thought if you looked at it in the first half, when we got the ball in the middle versus their press, we had 3-on-2s almost every time down the floor and just didn't take advantage. We allowed them to press us and then get their half-court defense set up, and we've got to be more aggressive than that. We've got to look to score on the back end of their presses. That's normally what this team does. We didn't do that today, but we found a way to win.
Well, you found it. Some of the help that got there came off of the bench. What a day for Juliana Lewis. 12 points, 11 boards. How about a double-double?
Great to have her back.
No doubt. And Jordan Beatty down low. She is 8 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 block shots. Coach, that's a freshman you got down there in the post.
Very, very efficient offensively. And, she's very comfortable offensively. And, we've talked about this game after game. It's the defensive side where she's got to clean up. She's got to get a little bit better. But I'm really proud of the effort. She does a good job. She doesn't mind banging. She likes being physical. This was her best rebounding effort to date. And, games like that is going to get her on the floor. But Juliana and how she played, we just had to have her defensive presence on the floor today. And so I can't say enough about the game that she played for us.
Shania Wright, she just settled everybody down when she started hitting them from bombs away, didn't she?
Well, you felt like, okay, this is the Shania that we know. This is Shania of last year and the year before. This is the first game this year that she's really kind of been the Shania that we know. And so to have her back, to have her in the zone like she is and just playing comfortable on the offensive end, I thought she's played pretty good on the defensive end pretty much all year for us, being in the right spots, talking. But she was comfortable putting the ball on the floor. She was converting turnovers in the offense for us in transition, and she was knocking down the three, and we really needed her to step up today like she did.
Asia Smith was out there, a little under 4 minutes of playing time for her, but you were just happy to see your guard back in there again.
I was happy to have the full complement of players on our roster, which is rare in this COVID year. It's been tough for everybody. You're constantly adjusting on the fly. You don't know who you're going to have from game to game sometimes. You add that with injuries, and it's just good to be able to sub and rotate how we wanted to.
Coach, you're going to have a few days off before it's time to get back out on the floor Friday. It'll be UT Tyler coming in, and the Patriots. Do you treat this it's the normal expected break. You're not looking for another game or coming off of one that just got canceled 3 hours before the tip How's the rest of the week go as you get set for the Patriots?
Well, it's not the normal expected break just because this game was not a scheduled game originally. We didn't intend to have a Tuesday game, and so we were just talking about that before we went in the locker room. What's the plan? Because there's some things you want to clean up defensively, but then you got to consider, you got a game. You got 2 games back-to-back, Friday, Saturday, and so what do you do to conserve legs? One thing we have to do is we got to get in and watch film tomorrow. We've got to clean some things up for us, offensively and defensively. I think that, teams are going to watch this. If you're the only game playing, which we were today, everybody's watching you. Everybody has a chance to watch you live. And so I would imagine every coach in the Lone Star Conference watched this game, especially the ones that hadn't played it yet, and they're going to see, okay, well, what did Fort Smith do to come out with the lead and to stay in the game pretty much the whole game? And so they're going to try to, force some turnovers, maybe press us a little bit. The zone was a little bit effective in the first half. I thought we got kind of comfortable in the second half, but I think they're going to get some takeaways out of that. And so we got to make sure we watch this film, we clean up some things that we didn't do well, and make sure we're the best version of ourselves come Friday and Saturday.
All right, Coach. Thank you so much for coming over afterwards. Congratulations.
Yes,
that's number 122 in your ledger.
I like the 6-0. I'll take the 6-0 in conference play.
All right, my friend. Very well. That is Jason Burton, head coach of A&M Commerce Lion women. They have just wrapped it up with a victory, 76-70 over Arkansas Fort Smith.